guys, we're back at the house. Just over here making some quick eggs and bacon. I have the day off. It's Friday, and I had the truck. I brought the truck to the house, and my plan was I was gonna take my truck over to our paint guy, and he was going to paint my fenders and my frame. Well, he got busy, some stuff came up, no big deal. I was just gonna end up going to the show with the rock chip fenders, whatever, cool, it's a work truck. But I took a shot in the dark, hit up a couple guys, and one of my buddies is like, bring those fenders through and we'll get it knocked out. So man, shout out to Cody. I'll shout out his Instagram. He's a sick painter. Really good dude. So yeah guys, we're gonna eat breakfast real quick, and we're gonna get those fenders over to Cody. Truck's back here. All we gotta do is pull these bolts off. There's 3 in the bottom, 3 at the top, and easy. What do you think about it, Mush? Think we can do it? She don't care. She don't give a damn. All right, guys, we got one fender off, and basically the issue here is all these rock chips at the bottom here. That stuff doesn't hold up, so we got to get that cleaned, and just a fresh surface, you know what I mean? So there's the blind mount brackets. If you guys were wondering how those are mounted, they look like they're kind of floating. Really like those brackets. I had another style before where basically, I don't know if you see how this is straight and it kind of kicks over. That's a nice way to do it, because the other fenders I had to notch the fender. I think that's a terrible way to do it. So anyways, let's get this other fender off.
I'd be so mad. I'd beat Marvin.
All right, we're gonna go in here and see if they got what I need. I'm gonna try to put some carpet inside of the truck, so we'll see what they got. All right, guys, I got an entire mess going, but I really wanted to put carpet in this thing, so we're doing it. So I got the floor out of this thing. The floor is trash. The floor is garbage. I hate this floor. I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put carpet on top of it. I'm gonna put the floor back in, just so I have like my mounting holes and all that stuff. But I'm gonna put all these holes that are pre-existent, use it as like a template, and then I'm literally gonna put a one-piece carpet in this thing. So at the very least, it's a template, so I didn't totally lose my money. But yeah, I'm literally just carving out the clutch right here, and that's about it. So this is the carpet. It has like gray, black, and a hint of light brown, and then dark browns, but like the dashes on these things are so weird, like two-tone, that honestly it kind of works. Yeah, I don't know, I like it. And if I choose to not use it later, I can always do another one. So as of right now, we're gonna send it with this. So here we are. All right, guys, that's kind of what we're gonna be looking like. So I got to get the other floor underneath it, but I just wanted to get it in for mock-up. But I kind of like it. Kind of gives it a best of both worlds. It kind of brings some light on the bottom, since everything else is black and dark in there. I don't know, I kind of like that aesthetic. It's nice and kind of durable. It'll be really easy to clean. I don't know, I like it. It's not too bad. I think it looks cool. It's gonna look real cool when I get all the chrome plates in there. I'm gonna probably throw the chrome plates. I got chrome plates here for these. I might throw those on. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, welcome back again. Just want to show you guys what I got done yesterday. Everything is kind of a mess right now. Last night I was done with it. I just left everything. The yard is a complete mess, disaster. Let's see where we're at. Oh, nice. Much left another turd for me. Got all this carpet sitting here. Total mess in the yard, but this is what we're left with. Still have to bolt in the passenger seat here, but that should be no big deal. But yeah, I felt like this carpet aesthetically, like looking back at it, matches the dash, which this dash is really hard to match. And I felt like it was like the oddball out of place part inside my interior, you know, all these stock components. And so I felt like this kind of brightens up the interior just a touch. And then it should be pretty easy to keep clean. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was cool, so I got it. And it has like little black bits, gray, dark gray and light gray with like a hint of like tan and brown in there. I don't know, it looks cool. So I think it looks pretty cool. And then let me move this seat out of the way. It smells fresh in here. Then I also did the back carpet. So I don't know. I think it's cool. The interior still needs to be detailed. Like all this stuff is still like kind of dusty from just work. The dash is dusty, but aesthetically, I think it looks pretty dope. Man, I still haven't cleaned all the bugs off this thing. Really need to get on that. I don't have a pressure washer at home, so I need to do something about that. I wish I had one. But I think it looks gangster. I really like this. It just looks cleaner, man. Like even the 359 style shifter plate there, like all that stuff just looks clean, man. And then I finally installed my 6.5 speakers. I've had the stock 6.5s in here forever, but finally got all that stuff installed. So today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish off that other seat. So this one's mounted. The other one, I need to finish that guy, install it. Then pretty much my interior, like me fixing it up, is pretty much done. There's a couple spots, you know, I never really told you guys like who I got this interior from, but those of you that know the difference between the two big companies would be able to tell who this is. I'm just not a fan. Once I installed this interior, I was like kind of not really happy with just the outcome on a lot of the stuff. Like the headliner kind of sags because there's just not enough like ways to like tuck it nice and screw it in nice. And I don't know, the sleeper is bad. Like I need to do something about that. Like I don't know, I'm just not super pleased with it, but I'm making it work. I just feel like it's extremely expensive for like the fitment. So anyways, all right guys, so I went to the hardware store. Didn't really find what I wanted, like metal wise. Maybe I'll find something in the scrap bins at some of these yards I go to that they'd be willing to let me take home. But I really wanted some like instant satisfaction out of this thing. And obviously with that being painted and the way the wheels spin and they throw stuff back here, this has been chipped first couple months of me owning the truck. So I'm gonna bed liner the backside of that, and that will never look like this again. So quick satisfaction. All right, that was pretty simple and drama free. It's not perfect, but it's kind of hard to get in there and do all that. Should have done this a long time ago though. But that looks way better than all the chips back there and whatnot. I wish this entire thing back here was bed linered, but I'd have to take it off, and that'd be a whole project, man. But at least we get those. Looks a little bit better. Keep this side shiny and nice, and then that side will just be, it still kind of shines, but at least it's just clean and it's not gonna chip. All right, guys, so before I get too far, I'd like to just show you guys where I'm at with this stuff. I've just been cranking it out, man. So right now, I'm putting my bumper lights back on. I didn't want to run them through the winter because we get so much rain up here. It's hard to keep water out of these things. And I just, every year it was like constantly changing light bulbs. And these things are like, for a pack of 2, it's like $20 something. So it's like, you know, it's better to just run them without. So now I'll have bumper lights back on this deal, but I did it a lot cleaner, which is nice. So what I ended up doing is I put a weather pack connector on the stock deal here, and I'm gonna run these little like zip tie stick-on deals. I'm gonna take this one off. I have a nice black one to put on here. And if you go on Amazon and you type in 2-wire, I can't think. So if you type in like roll of 2-wire or something like that, you can find, basically this was already like shielded like this, and then it has 2 wires, and it just makes for a cleaner install. So I got it coming out of the housing, and the way I'm gonna run it is up in here behind this deal, and then I'm gonna tuck it in here, and we'll throw a zip tie up in here, and like the wiring will just be really clean. So you're not gonna see like a bunch of butt connectors and all that crap there. And I'll show you, I did it over here on the driver's side, or the passenger side. So the light is on, and this is how I ran it, nice and clean. And then I just zip tied it over there. And before I get a bunch of questions, this is a bumper support bracket that I've had for a while and I haven't put on. So Brent's Custom Trucks, he sells those guys, and I think they look cool aesthetically when you're, you know, looking at the truck from the side and you see a nice billet, you know, adjustable deal like that. It's kind of cool. So anyways, another thing, we got the summer bumper back on, so we're good there. Carpet is in. That was a mission and a half. I got all my tools laid out in here still because it was raining. I was just trying to tuck stuff in here. So carpet's in, seats are mounted. We're cranking away, man, cranking away. So let me finish mounting this guy over here and get the bulb on it, and yeah, keep plugging away. So we got that all in there nice, and put it over here. And the reason why, I don't know, I felt like it was best to just put a weather pack connector on this deal because it also creates a great seal. And if you ever have to remove the bumper, instead of clipping wires and not having a completed circuit and all that, and risk the chance of like grounding out those wires, it's just better to just have something like that, unplug it, good to go, put the bumper back on, plug it back in. Like, it's just way nicer setup like that. So all I have to do is zip tie all this crap out of the way up in here, and then that'll be complete. Throw the lens on that guy, and that's it. All right, so next on the agenda, during our ice storm that we had up here, I was at a customer and I had to go through their puddle, and it was all ice, and I broke it up, and basically I was pushing the ice with my with this guy. Thank God I had it, because it probably would have bent my bumper. So it pushed through this, and I was waiting to put my new bumper on because I ended up getting the same thing. So here's the license plate like background, and then this is just like the cover that'll go over top of it. I run stuff like this with the angle in the back where it pushes out in front of the bumper, so I can put my oversized signs without covering the license plate. That's the whole reason why we do it that way. But, you know, so anyways, let's get this done. So guys, it's 10 o'clock Sunday night, and it's the kind of stuff that you kind of have to do when it comes to this side of trucking, you know what I mean? You know, I dropped my fenders off last minute to a friend, and I gave him over the weekend to get them knocked out, and which, you know, he met the deadline, and now I get to go home and install them. But this is kind of the sacrifices you kind of have to make. You know, I have plans on going to this truck show, and you know, there's some sacrifices that need to be made in order to have the truck be show worthy. You know, it's just kind of what it's all about, you know, thrashing to the last minute. And trust me, I still have plenty of stuff that needs to get done. I got a lot done this weekend, but there's still a lot of little odds and ends that needs to get done, you know. But it's a part of the game. So we'll get over here back to the house. I got the fenders loaded up in the back of my truck. And honestly, you know, I shouldn't install them tonight, but I'm damn sure not going to install them in the morning. So we're going to try to install them tonight without scratching them up. So, yes, sir. All right, guys, the time is now 11:05. Trying to be quiet. But fenders are installed. They're still a little tacky, so I'm being careful with them. But I'm hoping that they harden up by morning. But worst case scenario, it is what it is. We'll get another set eventually. But I was already like starting to tape up the back of my sleeper and everything in case I didn't get the fenders in time. But we got them. They're installed. They're fresh and clean. So they're on there, and then I want to show you guys the new bumper with the lights. There you guys go. It came out really sweet. Definitely missed the bumper lights. So anyways, we're all installed, and yeah, I'm just relieved. So hopefully those look good in the morning, and they don't look too bad, but right now they look really good. How's your Monday starting?